Remenkov. Today is 25th of November 2022. It is Black Friday. So we are going to speak about reality today and also the most important topic of today, and it is the topic of value. Why value is important, you may ask? Because everything in life, all our decisions are based on the way how we evaluate. Have you ever wondered why in the same time there is this Black Friday event where a lot of discounts are given for all of us so that we can feel the value of things by this discounted price, and also there is this Thanksgiving event where we need to be thankful for some things in life. So I wanted to express my views, very small part of them, of course, because it's boiling all the time inside of me. I'm constantly exploring the topic of value, and this is part of my business procedures. I'm constantly being aware of what is valuable, why it's valuable, how to make things more valuable, and so on and so on. The topic of value is so important for all of us, but let's start from the beginning. Always when we value things, it depends how we compare. Compare to what? If we cannot compare, we cannot anyhow understand the meaning of value. Because thing is valuable compared to something else. For example, in the moment, for none of us, air is so valuable because we cannot compare it to something else that we can substitute with and say, okay, according to me, we can price air at such a price because I'm comparing it to something else. Of course, a lot of the things that are so common, that are so much, we also, or are limitless, for example, we also cannot put a value tag on them. Then the big problem is how we, the human beings, are priced and valued, because this is the first thing once we become aware about ourselves, is we are asking deep inside of us the question, what is our value? And as I have always stated in all of my videos and in everything that I'm speaking about regarding reality, since we are limitless beings, what is a value of a limitless being? What we can compare a limitless being to? Is it possible to even price a value point to a human being? Of course, we can say, Alex, it's more than 8 billion of us, so we are not so precious because, let's say, we are interchangeable and so on and so on, and you see so many things about wars, and there are so many lives that costs very little, and all the insurance companies are putting prices on the human life depending on the years that are left, and so on and so on. So everything is anyhow priced in life. What is the value of all of us, and why we like so much to go into Thanksgiving, and actually have we ourselves created something that is so valuable, or is everything that we have as value given to us as a credit? Of course, based on the story of Jesus Christ and how he died on the cross and how he gave his blood for all of us, the human beings, through this story, there is a price put for all of us where, through the transaction of exchange, the blood of the God, the Savior, has been given for all of us, the human beings, in an exchange for his life. So actually, we, the human beings, are priced by the Creator at the highest possible price that he can anyhow give his own personal being given for all of us through the death. This is the price that has been paid for all of us. So actually we are priced at the most highest value according to this story that is embraced from more than 1 billion of us, the human beings. Of course, some of us can say, well, Alex, this is just one of the stories. According to other religions, there are different prices that are put to the human beings, and according to our personal experience, I cannot feel inside of myself what is my exact price. So let's move back to the Black Friday event. Today I bought something for 900 euro that usually costs 1,300 euro. So actually, because of the 400 euro discount, I feel that I have received a lot of value for the money that I have paid. But do you see that it is not possible value to exist without transaction, without price being paid in anyhow during and through an exchange? So let's just imagine that the story of Jesus Christ is representing something in the reality that is evaluating us, the human beings that are coming on this planet, and the price that is paid for us is really such an expensive price that the gods are ready to die for their creation. Then, where is this value? Can you see this value in me, or can you see your value? How are we discovering our value, and why are we so valuable? Why the 1% that is trying to govern us in our earthly experience here is putting so much energy into every being to be controlled, to be subdued, to be placed in their order of imagination and so on? Why are we so valuable for the beings above? Why are we so valuable for this 1%? Of course, a lot of us can say, well, Alex, we are actually not valuable at all. They don't care about us. The government is not caring about us. We are the one that need to care about us. But when we look in the construct of reality, we see that everything is created in such a way that if a human being is opening itself in its limitless potential, it is possible actually for all of us to flourish, and we are supported by the environment and by the reality, so that long term we move forward into this reality, and our value as a human being is little by little able to express and to create these additional byproducts that are coming out of our doingness. And usually some of us can see the potential of our value when we do some wonderful deeds of expression, of love, and other beings are becoming happy because of it, and other beings are just feeling the thing from us that is coming into their beings, and so on and so on. So sometimes we can feel that there is something precious in us, but we cannot feel it all the time. So what have the creators given to each human being that is so precious that they are ready to do everything possible in order this precious value that is inside of us to be redeemed, to be connected back to the source, to be aligned, and so on? This is part of the Thanksgiving message. This is part of why we should be thankful for, but also it is part of our ability as human beings to be willing long-term to chase values. Of course, when we go to morals, we can conclude also that morals are part of values. There are values we are willingly moving towards, the so-called towards values, and there are also values that we are willing to move ourselves away from. These are the so-called away from values, the negative aspect of the values. So, according to me, just to give you my personal conclusion about why I'm so precious and when I'm walking in this reality, I know that I'm the most expensive thing that is out there. There is nothing more expensive in this reality than me. There is nothing more expensive in this reality than you. And that's why it's better for me and for you to not give away ourselves at a discount. I know it's Black Friday and all of us can make a big sale. Alex Hermenkov today is 90% off. But if we know our priceless value and if we understand how precious we are for the reality, then it is a different game, a different mindset. And for me, this is very important that when we know our value, and the big issue about our value, and this is why we are constantly trying to make big discounts from our self-esteem and to say, well, Alex, I'm not so worthy, I'm not earning a lot of money, so actually I'm not so worthy as you are saying. And this is because we think that our value is determined by our doingness, by our havingness, by what we are expressing in reality. But if we, all of us, are limitless beings, why are everything in reality fighting for how we are performing? Why everything in reality is every day concentrated upon us? Why are we so expensive? According to me, everything is hidden in what is given to all of us through life. And this is the generating power that all of us have, because actually, according to me, all of us, the 8 billion beings, are actually part of the generating of our own objective reality. And it is not by our power, it is not by our might, but actually the most precious and valuable thing that is inside of us is the so-called our essence. The who we are, the I amness, the beingness that actually we are learning through our journey here in this realm to express, to experience, to understand more about. And the problem with our essence that is so priceless that even gods are ready to die for this essence to be connected back with them, is hidden, and it is obvious also that actually this essence that is inside of us is 100% not dependable upon our actions, upon anything that we can do. It is given to us, and the only thing we can do with our essence is just to experience it and to be willing to express it. We are limitless beings because we are created to be so, and the only thing we are doing with this limitation of reality is to constantly go into the source of our essence and to express more of who we actually are. That's why instead of going forward and chasing for valuation and going in the outside environment and waiting for the environment to evaluate me, waiting for my deeds to give me a millionaire, a billionaire, or a rich person valuation, or that I'm a very valuable person for all of us, instead of going into this chasing a valuation reality. Better know that we are already all that we can ever imagine. The big potential of beingness is already of us, in us. All the essence of who we are is already here. We are already prized and valued as the most precious things that has ever existed in this life experience. So if we can walk from now on forward as the most valuable thing that has ever existed, then the only thing that is left for all of us is just to express our valuable probabilities into, transform them into a possibility, and move forward and enjoy life and just be happy with who we are. But Alex, we have so many needs. We need to chase, we need to survive, we need to maybe protect and keep this valuable thing, because if I'm so valuable, I need to protect myself daily. I need to do everything possible, the other people and everything, just to see how valuable I am. Is this the message of today? No, the message of today is that our value that is put upon all of us doesn't depend on anything that we are doing. The only thing that we are encouraged in reality to actually do long term is to tap into our essence and to express who we are no matter what. Then this priceless, most precious thing that is in all of us is going to pollinate and to populate the objective reality with so much value that is coming from all of us. So this is it for today. Of course, we are exploring, all of us, this value matter, this value subject, and it is going to be so till the moment we are leaving this realm. But for me personally, the value is inside of us, the value is in our essence, and more we are able through our experience in life to show our value. More and more confidence is coming in us. Wow, more and more self-esteem is coming in us, and we are just seeing that we are valuable, but not for ourselves, for all the others. So your value is long-term reaching me, and my value is long-term reaching you, and we are going and we are living actually in a much more valuable objective reality. So thank you for today. Enjoy your reality, enjoy the value that you are,